What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redoptionagency.com, 22 years selling on eBay. And now we're in a whole new world. All right. So I don't want this to come off as a scare tactic of what's going on. I'm going to give you what I think is going on from what I've been able to kind of pull out of the people I've talked to thus far. But overnight again, had another about 14 items taken down off eBay because of counterfeit. Now, these are items I know 110% are not counterfeit. Been doing this 22 years. And sure, I make mistakes. We all do. But these items I know 100% are not counterfeit. And you'll see why when I get to them. But, yeah. This time I called in. And this person, I guess, didn't have the authority the last person did. Because I guess last time they just put me straight to the actual side that reviews these, or the person who got my call that I was forwarded to did it. This one, I guess, could not. Because last time, the one who got the call looked at them, said, yeah, these are not counterfeit, and reinstated them. I still haven't relisted them. But this person just said I'll have to forward them to the team that looks at it. So here's what I believe. I'm going to give you what hats they are. So if you have the same type of thing happening, you know what's going on. And then here's what appears to be happening. So the 14 items that were taken down this time: Budweiser, 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 John Deere, Budweiser, Jim Beam, Jim Beam. Budweiser, Olympics, proud sponsor Budweiser, Budweiser, Starbucks, Budweiser, Toyota, Budweiser. All right. I live in St. Louis. Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. I know for a fact several of these hats have Anheuser-Busch on the logo or on the tag. They all have the registered trademark on the hat. A couple of the hats have been in the store for 5+ years. One of them was a Guns and Hoses, which is a firefighters versus policemen boxing thing presented by Budweiser. Nobody's going to counterfeit those things. And there's tons of them around here in St. Louis because it's a big thing here in St. Louis. Two different Guns and Hoses. One's from 2021. The other one I don't have a year on. U.S. Olympic hat, proud sponsor of Budweiser. So I think what appears to be happening, and I'm going to read this too. Let me find where they put it here. Okay. Now, what appears to be going on, and I didn't get a clear yes, but I got a probably, that eBay has a new bot going on crawling their own website. Somebody did mention they bought a counterfeit company, so maybe that program comes from them. I don't know there, but there appears to be a new eBay program that crawls the website. Okay, this policy prevents the sale of counterfeit items which are illegal and could expose sellers to legal risk. Removing them protects sellers and their buyers, and from buyers protection, claim, and financial loss. All right, so we know these are not counterfeit. I'm trying to find where maybe I need to go to my actual email. I'm in the eBay box right now. Let me go to my actual email. Because I know it's there. Why is it so hard to see? I know I just saw it. Hold on. Well, heck, does that one not say it? I know I just saw it in one of them. I've got 4 different ones here. Here it is. How this affects your account. Listings that did not follow the policy have been ended. We have credited any associated fee, except for any fine of value fee for your listing. No policy violation has been recorded on your account. Now, all of them has said this. Let me go back and see, since I know where it is. Yeah. So on the email that's through eBay, here it is. Here it is. See, I just went right by it. Let's see here. Yeah, so no policy violation has been recorded on your account. Now, here's where I want to address, because that's what it says. That's what eBay is telling me. No problems. We took it down. Preventative measure is what it seems like. All right. It was not taken down by Budweiser Company. It is not a Vero. Nothing in the emails state anything about Vero. I know last time I talked about this, people were going off on Veros and don't trust the email, don't listen to them. Here's what it feels like. I've said it a million times before if you watch my videos. My account's so big, it feels like when something new happens, I know it first. This is a test to see if that's going to be a thing. Here's what I feel is going on. A new crawler, a new automatic takedown. So since the automatic bot is taking it down, it can make mistakes. It has 100% made 14, 15, 16, 17 mistakes on my account alone. So when it says that no policy violation has been recorded on your account, I 100% believe that. I've had 17 items taken down so far and no change in my account. Being that it's a bot, a crawler, whatever you want to call it, that's doing preemptive strikes on stuff for whatever they put in the algorithm to recognize, it's not 100%, so they can't slap you against, well, they can, but they're not going to slap you against your account because they know the machine, the bot, is not 100% correct. Now, I got to wait and get a response back from the whoever looks at this. But the last person I talked to before today stated, it looks like these did not go in front of a person. Now, they were just taken down automatically. So this is what it's kind of telling me. He was kind of surprised by that. So that means, to me, from the outside looking in, knowing eBay, this is probably a new thing. Need to know basis. Just like eBay keeps secrets about everything from even their own employees. That not everybody was even updated with what's going on. He was surprised that they didn't go in front of employees. So that tells me, well, they had something going on before and it put them in front of people and they either decided whether it was counterfeit or it wasn't. And then when that person decided, then maybe it went against your account or it just got reinstated or didn't come down, basically. There was a human figure in between there that dictated it. Now there does not appear to be a human figure. It's just a bot, a program, whatever, taking the items down. So now they got to go back and go in front of a person so they can reinstate them. A big mess. Now, I could see the eBay business side of this. This will eliminate so much people going through probably thousands of emails every day going, nope, that's not counterfeit. Nope, that's not counterfeit. Nope, that's not counterfeit. No, that's not counterfeit. No, that's not counterfeit. Yes, this is counterfeit. No, this is not counterfeit. No, a bot that does it automatically is going to eliminate those jobs, eliminate that workflow, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe not jobs, but workflow. Going to reduce the workflow. Let's put it that way. So I can understand it. But now got to figure out what is triggering that bot so it stops triggering these items. Now, my first thought, and maybe because I put unbranded in a lot of my item specifics, because actually a lot of these are giveaways and they don't have a brand on them. The Jim Beam don't have a brand on them because they were, at least the one from the other day was a giveaway. I know because I pulled it and looked at it. These ones that say Drink Smart were probably a giveaway. The other one I just says Snapback, so I don't know for sure on that one. The John Deere, I know I don't put stuff up unless the tag says John Deere. So I don't know if I left it unbranded in the title or in the item specific of that. Usually John Deere I fill in. So I am not 100% that the whole unbranded theory works here, because I look at that and I go, I would think normally I put it in. Could I have missed it? Yes. So is the brand titled unbranded with these bigger names is what's triggering it. A lot of these Budweisers, some of them will have the Anheuser-Busch tag on it. A lot of them will be giveaways, and they're on an unbranded hat. So I got a feeling it's probably unbranded in the brand. That's what's causing this. So maybe at some point today, I'll go back and see what Budweiser hats I do have left. I will see if they say unbranded or not, and I will put Anheuser-Busch in the brand and see what happens, even if it's not even if it's a giveaway hat. So I'll do that and then see, later on if more Budweiser or whatever hats get taken down or not. So this is what I believe has happened. I don't think it's nothing to worry about via eBay's own words. I do believe it's something new. It's something automatic. So they can't 100% say and enforce something that they're not 100% about. So I think it's a preemptive thing that's done and has been done. It's just being done in a different way now. Automation, AI, programs, whatever the case may be. That's what I feel is going on. Of course, I'll have more information once I hear back from the other one. If I hear back from the other one saying they've all been reinstated, no problem, then it kind of fits in with what I'm thinking is going on. So, and it should be. I know 100% all these are not. I mean, if it comes back anything other, I'm calling back and be like, look, I know 100% these are all legit hats. Something is going on here and I'm not happy about it. So, I will take the next step necessary if there is one. But I don't perceive anything because of what I know. But this is eBay we're dealing with, but being it's going in front of a person, hopefully the person who's doing that job is probably knowledge enough and seen this type of stuff enough to know that it's no problem. So the first guy I talked to the other day, he looked at it and goes, yeah, I don't see nothing here that makes these counterfeit. These are real. So I do believe that department of eBay knows what they're doing. So I expect a full reinstatement. I'm not going to relist these probably. I'm just not going to worry about it. It's not worth my time. But it's not going to stop me in the future to when I get a Budweiser hat, I'm still going to list it when I know 100% it's legit. So it's just a pain. I'm less worried about it today than I was the second time it happened. This is the third time it happened. I kind of know what's going on now. You get more fearful when you don't know what's going on, don't know the information. So from what I've been able to perceive and pick up, that's what I feel is going on. I don't feel it's nothing to worry about. If it happens to you, a Budweiser hat, something like that, has the registered trademark on it, has an Anheuser-Busch tag, just call in and say, hey, this is not, maybe if they get enough people calling in, because I'm sure if I've had 17 items on my account alone, I'm sure there are 1,000 other people who's calling in saying, and then maybe not. Maybe there's if you only have a couple of hundred items in your store, maybe you're like, I don't know 100% if this is real. I think it is. Has the Anheuser-Busch tag. I'm not going to worry about it, throw it aside. No, call it in and say, hey, this is real. It's got the Anheuser-Busch tag. It has the registered trademark printed on the Budweiser hat. This is a real hat. Call it in, because the more calls they get in on the bot being wrong, the more maybe they can tweak it to work properly. They're not going to get rid of it, but maybe they can tweak it to work more efficiently. So the more information they have. So yeah. So, and it happened between 3 and 4 a.m. Central Time. So that's 1 and 3 California. So usually that right there usually tells you it's automated. So like I said, I perceive it as nothing to worry about because of their own words and from what I've taken from the call-ins. So we will see what happens. But it's still a pain. It's ridiculous. But it's just something new they're changing, and we got to deal with it. It's not going to, disappear. It may be tweaked to work better type of thing, but beyond that. So if calling in saying, hey, these are not counterfeit, the more information they get like that, maybe the better tweaking the bot can get. The other day, the ones were a Toyota hat and a Budweiser hat, and the one before that was a local Little League team, River City Rascals. They had the Budweiser logo on it, so I put Budweiser in the title. 100% it was a sponsored by Budweiser thing. So that hat was an unbranded hat because it was a stadium giveaway hat. So I know I've got plenty of Cardinal hats. Actually, right after that second Budweiser, or right after the River City Rascals, I went in and took my St. Louis Cardinal hats that had Budweiser in the title, because they had Busch Stadium, because they're sponsored by Anheuser-Busch. I took all the Budweisers out of the title, and none of those have been taken down. So, but one guy, he seemed newer or kind of more greener than the people who do deal with this today. And he's like, probably because it's name brand Budweiser. I'm like, well, how do you expect to sell Budweiser stuff if you can't put Budweiser in the title? They don't really make any sense. So he was fell a little bit out of his league, if you will, his expertise, I guess you could say. And so he forwarded it to the eyes that needed to get on it. So we'll see what happens. I'll update you, of course. But that is that one. So let's get into some question comments real quick so we can get this stuff shipped out. I've got some stuff going on today, so I got to get my teeth cleaned at 3. Probably get Jan some new tires put on her car. So got to get this stuff knocked out. So this is going to be short and sweet here for this. Hey, James, quick question. Do you think it is strange that I will list something on eBay and Mercari on the same day, and by the next day, Mercari is the platform that has views and eBay is at 0 views? Or do you think that's just a glitch? No, I think eBay is too highly dependent on promoting, and their algorithm is different than Mercari's, and there also may not be as many items on Mercari of what you listed. So all those different factors probably have something to do with it. Not a glitch. It's probably just not being seen. Also with eBay, you have 24 to 48 hours before your item is seen completely, meaning, I guess, on all the different servers across the world, which when on the days that I feel like sales are not coming in, that's part of the problem. Your items are not fully indexed across the world, and that's what helps contribute to lower sales. But yeah, it is not a glitch. It's just the way the algorithm is, and also depending on how many items are listed, plus how many items are being promoted above yours, type of thing. So One time I tried to buy something off eBay on an offer and it wouldn't let me pay. I went to my cart and it was there and allowed to then check out that way. I mean, there's been checkout and payment issues going on for 2 years now, off and on, so that don't surprise me. It's like someone is ruining it on purpose. I should be making a fortune with my listings. With the listings I have, the economy is rough, though, and if you go to the grocery store, you can see issues. People's rent is going up. That 100% does have an effect on it. I don't think it's as drastic as what we're seeing to our accounts, because like I said before, I think it's various factors contributing. It's economy, it's eBay issues, it's various items. I believe it's causing, it's not just one. I could see the economy, creating a 15% down at the most day for me, but not a 50% down day, And I had, about 4 or 5 days in a row that were 50% down from last year. So, and I think we were about the same. And I guess it really don't matter, because over time, even if things stay the same and they're bad, it gets harder and harder over time. So I guess I can't really make that analogy. But I admire your effort to be positive and happy and have an upbeat attitude, even though eBay is pooping on everyone. I'm trying. That's why I wanted to make sure this wasn't a scare tactic for you guys. Because eBay tells you it's not a problem with your account. I believe that because of what people have said, and the cause being that I think it's a brand new thing going on. So. All right, let me go ahead and start getting into this so I can get this stuff out of here. No Poshmark yesterday. My first day in a while with no Posh sale. Let's see here. So if I don't get a $9 sale today, I technically didn't hit $691. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 straight days with sales. Out of the last 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 days with no sales. So we're going. We're getting it going. Not bad for month 1. No complaints whatsoever. All right, let's get these items. Got a variety, little variety. One oddball thing, and a couple of other little things. You'll see. Stick around, you'll see. All right, purchase shipping labels. Did we get any international overnight? 1, 2. All right. Let's get this party started. First up, we've got a Billy Joel and Elton John 1994 concert t-shirt. It's been in the store for 3 years. There was a time where just these two together for some reason would not sell, but I was still buying them because how much life is left on these bodies, right? So unfortunately, that's just life. So of course, once one of these two guys pass, their stuff's going to go crazy. I guarantee that. They're music icons, if you will. So Billy Joel and Elton John sold for $25. Headed to New York. That's one way to think about things if you're building a business as opposed to just reselling. Think ahead. Always think ahead, the next steps ahead. You know, the today stuff is going to make your money today. Thinking ahead is going to make your money tomorrow. And then when you, of course, you make your money when you buy. When you buy ahead, you can usually get that stuff a lot cheaper. If you go try to buy, you know, a Pokemon card, Pikachu, whatever, now you're going to pay today's price for it. If you can predict what tomorrow's card's going to be, you can get that for $1 today and hang on to it. So kind of, you know, that kind of a feel, if you know what I mean. And I used to always be ahead of the curve on all that stuff. And I still am to a basis. If I have a feeling that I know, hey, this is probably going to be hot again soon, I will grab stuff. So I still have that going on. But I used to every year predict what the big toy is going to be for Christmas. And then buy a bunch of them and then hit. So haven't done that in many years. Next up, we've got, this was found at the bins. I think Jan picked this up. And it's just one of 3, but it's a juggling stick. You have these other 2 poles that kind of just toss this one around, if you will. You know what I mean? But this is like the middle pole or whatever that gets tossed around. Sold for $12. Headed to Annapolis, Maryland. Are you serious? Oh, I was going to say, yeah, that ain't shorter. Just got to push it. Push it real good. Push it. Salt and peppers here. Push it real good. But, thank you to all you guys who subscribe to my other new channel. The link is below. Dolly does whatever. Put up another stupid, goofy video yesterday. A short and a video. Okay. 9. Going 25, 2, 2. I wish the person on the phone could have took care of it so I don't at least have to think about it anymore, but it kind of sucks that I have to wait for a response. Even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be, I know it's, on my end it's fine, I'm just hoping that the person who gets it is qualified. And that's what worries me is, but the first guy I talked to was real, so I'm hoping the whole team is that way, or the same guy gets it. All right, next up we've got these 3 CDR Mega Life Philips blank discs. I think Jan actually picked up these 3 also, because I don't remember, I think Jan probably got them on one of her trips. So 3 of them here, together sold for $42. Headed to Delray Beach, Florida. Jan's fine selling. Got 11. Okay. Harvey. Strauss, music from the film King of 3/4 Time cassette. Sold for $5, headed to Brooklyn, New York. On the Giro Slick Black Giro Pack. For bubble mailers or poly bags, get the cheapest online. Affiliate link below. Save 10%. Use Urban Picker code at checkout. Thank you to all the couple of you who ordered from me yesterday. Appreciate it. And I had 3 new Vindus in the last 24 hours, so thank you guys on that. Much appreciated. So if you want to use Vindu, also the link is below. The affiliate link is below. You can save 25% on your first month. It's weird. This hat I saw yesterday somehow. I'm like, I wonder why that hasn't sold yet. And then it sells today. I like when that happens. So we got a Springfield Cardinals hat signed by their little mascot down there. And sold for $11. But what's weird is this hat sold right after another hat that sold from the same tub. I'm like, that's odd. What's the chances of that? In a row. With the hundreds of different totes and boxes I have. But that does seem to happen quite often, which always makes me question things. Like, how is the SKU location triggering what's selling? Because it can't be a timeline on these two, because the other one must have been the international one. But because this one's been in the store for 5+ years. The other one was not. So it wasn't like they were put up at the same time and put into the same bin. So then it's like, well, how is these items that are not put up at the same time but still selling from the same bin consecutively? Is there something in the algorithm that's dealing with the SKU location now? That would seem odd. We got St. Louis Cardinals All-Star Game. So that sold for $11. Headed to Massachusetts. This sold for $12. Headed Ipava, Illinois. I sold a cool jersey yesterday. Sold for like $100. I always grab all kinds of jerseys at the bins. Hockey jerseys, baseball jerseys, no matter what. Whether they're local, little league, whatever the case may be. This one was Northwestern Wildcats hockey jersey. Sold for $104. I didn't even... been so involved I didn't get into what the numbers were yesterday. I'm sorry. So yesterday was actually not a bad day. I mean, there were some issues, but made it to $730. So that was at least a plus. We're at 9:44 a.m. right now at $104. Let me see what the split was yesterday. Better. 11 organic, 26 promoted. Today we're at 7 promoted, 0 organic. We started out at 0 organic yesterday morning also. So, but we just got another $6 sale. But that's the item. They haven't paid yet, I guess. Plus shipping. All right, back to where I was. Jack M. The more that this takedown reinstate stuff happens, the more comfortable we'll get with, okay, it's not a problem type of thing. Headed out to Arnold, Missouri. Umbral, A Time for Us CD, sold for $15. Don't seal, James. You got to resurface this. And we will go ground. Susan F. All right. Try not to think about it today. You just wait for the result, because I know what the results should be. So we got this Wild Kingdom vintage Anco hat. Sold for $10. Headed to Texas. Just a pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. It is, unnecessary worry on the seller standpoint. And of course, we know they're not going to worry about that. Michael Martin Murphy cassette single, headed to Fairbanks, Alaska, sold for $16. Wow. So. Two. Yeah, I know that's not going to have to go ground. That's going to be media. Zach. Alaska. Do you watch Gold Rush? That new kid that's on Gold Rush? That's, or he's not Gold Rush, but the Bering Sea Gold. The new kid that's on there has a guy on his team, another young kid. I'm like, where do I know that kid's face from? And I'm sitting there thinking, I know I've seen this dude before. And then it hit me. There was another show called, was it Alaska Race or something? Where these teams of two people done all these different races through Alaska wilderness. And him and his brother actually won the race. I think they won like $100,000. I'm like, that's where I know the dude from. So he's on Bering Sea Gold on that new team. So I'm like, Next up, we've got, I think these are found on Friday items, which I need to do those numbers. Some General Electric walkie-talkies. Vintage. Headed to Warren, Michigan. Sold for $14.40. Don't like it when it does this. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little deflated this morning because of this issue. Because I knew it was coming. I knew there was gonna be more takedowns. That's what I told the last guy. I'm like, this is gonna turn into a bigger problem. It's like, nah. I'm like, am I going to have to worry about getting up one morning and all 52,000 items are taken down? No, you don't have to worry about that. I should have said, what about 14 items being taken down? Next up, we've got this brownish wool blend newsboy cap. Headed to Boston, Massachusetts. Sold for $6. It's got a stiff brim on it, so we will put it in a box. So there's no chance of getting cracked. Funny name. Not funny, but I won't say the whole name, but I'll give you a clue. Well, I'll tell you. Ralph L. You can guess the last name. That's why I laughed. Okay, next up we've got Rancho de Chimayo hat. Sold for $6. Headed to Arlington, Texas. Texas. 'Cause I'm blind in Texas. Lone Star is hot tonight. I'm blind in Texas. Jason A. And last on the U.S. side of things, we got John Michael Talbot album, sold for $5. Headed to Kansas. Oskaloosa, Kansas? Something of that nature. Oh, man. Darren G. Boink. All right. Yeah, when I called, probably the department that had to do the lookover probably wasn't there yet because it was probably about 6 a.m. California time. So they're probably higher paid, so they probably do like more of a 9 to 5 thing. No, the one guy I called was later, wasn't it? So maybe not. They probably just don't get up at 6, maybe. But then again, they might not even be in California. Oh no, James. Damn it. Now I'm going to have all of them print out on there. Waste all that paper. Since it's slowing down, let me see if I can cancel that one real quick. Open. There we go. Cancel. So hopefully it won't print them all out now. Okay. See how many made it before I canceled it. Probably all of them. Jason A. Ralph L. The real guy's not alive, is he? I don't know. Zach. Alejandro. Susan. I guess I stopped it and only got through 2. Jack. David S. Eli. Harry. James. And Jake. All right. Pirate ship. First up, we got Baby Van Gogh, Baby Einstein DVD. Headed to Canada. And sold for $5. $5. All right. 5, 479. Home. Hi, baby girl. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. You sure am. Oh, baby. My baby girl. My baby girl. And finally, we got Peggy's Cove. Yeah. Headed to France. Sold for $8. Maybe a French Canadian, maybe. France. All right. Huh? Is that baby? She was already in a playful mood this morning. $8.06. And of course you want a code.
Hey James.
Hold on.
James.
Hold. Wait. Yeah.
What's the type of Gatorade that you
0.
in what color?
I prefer fruit punch, but nobody ever has that, so I just get the white stuff or the berry. All right, here we are with all these weird codes for hats again. Okay. Alrighty. Over here. Oh, and it did print up a sheet last night, so you can print 2 in one day. So it did print last night. So let me print up today's now. So international. Those were the only 2 in the last 24 hours. Bummer. And print scan form over here. Yep, 2 of them printed yesterday. So it's definitely not the only one a day theory. It's got to be something else to it. Oh, another been due this morning, just now. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, numbers. So we're at 104. Now we're at 115. It is 10 o'clock even. So, all right. That is it for today. So, yeah, I don't think it's nothing to worry about, guys. I think it's just something new that's going on. They say you don't have to worry about it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I just hope that, hope I can figure out, and I'll see if it is because, you know, every time I have to call in or talk to somebody, I'm going to see if I can get more information about how it works and see if it is item specific, branded, related. So got a huge feeling I'm leaning toward that for the majority because I'm so carefree with the brand on the item specifics on just everyday hats. So, I mean, if you want a Budweiser hat, you're going to type Budweiser hat in the title. You're not going to necessarily look for a Budweiser branded hat. So that's why I always kind of just skip through that stuff. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.